In today's show, Bitcoin held up very well despite the biggest exchange inflow since the March 2020 crash. As William Clemente points out, yesterday was the largest day of exchange inflow since the March crash last year. Bitcoin held up very well given this and 200 million of liquidations in 10 minutes. Also in today's show, Bitcoin whale MicroStrategy buys an additional 271 Bitcoin. As he shares in this tweet, MicroStrategy purchased an additional 271 Bitcoins for 15 million in cash at an average price of $55,387 per BTC. As of May 13, 2021, we hodled 91,850 Bitcoins acquired for $2.241 billion at an average price of $24,403 per BTC, BTFD all day. Also in today's show, hedge fund legend Stanley Druckenmiller says crypto can replace the US dollar as a global reserve asset. That's right, in a CNBC interview, Druckenmiller confirms his view that a crypto-derived ledger system is likely to take the dollar's place as a global reserve asset. Quoting him right here from Squawk Box, 5 to 6 years ago, I said that crypto was a solution in search of a problem. He said, the problem has been clearly identified. It is Jerome Powell and the rest of the world's central bankers. There is a lack of trust. You can say that again. Also in today's show, all-time highs imminent for Bitcoin and 2 altcoins, says top analyst. That's right, the pseudonymous trader smart contractor tells his 137,000 followers, while some are calling for a retest of the $40,000 level, he's ready for Bitcoin to make a move up to $75,000 before the end of this month of May. Quoting him right here, really not that much has changed for BTC, looking like a smaller flat within a larger flat. New all-time highs are on the way. $40,000 callers are just straight up coping at this stage. I'll be breaking this down for you in today's show. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. As you can see, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the major altcoins are currently breaking out and in the green. But where's the Bitcoin price likely to go next? Find out all this, plus so much more in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day, so be sure to smash that subscribe button. That's right, and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And before I kick off today's show, today's episode is brought to you by Femex, the fastest crypto exchange and futures trading platform where you can trade all the top cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, Chainlink, and Cardano. And they have a special promo running right now where you can receive up to a $2,000 trading bonus with a deposit when you use my referral link in the description right down below. It's quite simple. Here's how it works. Depending upon how much you deposit will determine how much your bonus is. If you deposit the full 2 Bitcoins, you will receive a $2,000 bonus. If you deposit 1 Bitcoin, you'll receive a $1,000 bonus, and so on. And it's very simple to get started. Simply click my referral link in the description right down below. It'll only take you 30 seconds to register, and you'll notice the invitation code already pre-populated for you to take advantage of this special bonus. So what are you waiting for? Click the link right down below, claim your free bonus, and let's start stacking those sats. Shall we? All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV. The other day, there was massive FUD in the market, all thanks to Elon Musk's silly tweet saying that Tesla would no longer accept Bitcoin, which sent the Bitcoin price crashing down to 46,000. However, we're recovering nice. How many of you took advantage of that dip? BTFD 25.8. Just saying, Bitcoin has performed very well as traders send more coins to exchanges than at any time since the March 2020 crash. That's right, data from on-chain monitoring resources, CryptoQuant, and Glassnode Analytics shows that the Bitcoin exchange inflows hit a one-year high on May 13th, with nearly 30,000 BTC hitting the exchanges. Bitcoin saw intense pressure from sellers this week as multiple news triggers combined to turn many bearish. Tesla abandoning Bitcoin payments, followed by rumors of an investigation of major exchange Binance by the United States regulators, was enough to send the Bitcoin price to as low as $46,000 before stabilizing and bouncing back to above 50,000, which is where we're currently at. Now, keep in mind that the dip could have been considerably worse, with longer-term price features providing support at crucial levels. How many of you took advantage of this dip like Michael Saylor? If you did, smash the like button right down below. Data tracking trader behavior reveals the scale of the sell-off and likewise suggests that Bitcoin, in fact, weathered the storm rather well. Inflows to exchanges hit 30,000 BTC, valued at about $1.5 billion on Thursday, while liquidations totaled 200 million in just one 10-minute period during the height of the price volatility. Now, we all know when there is a halving, the year preceding it is when the market goes parabolic, and the market is always extremely volatile, so expect nothing less. And as William Clemente points out right here on Twitter, yesterday was the largest day of exchange inflows since the March crash of last year in 2020. Bitcoin held up very well given this and 200 million of liquidations in 10 minutes. Holy moly. If you're shorting Bitcoin during a bull market, shame on you. Now for some whale warnings. Inflows to exchanges reflect the desire to sell Bitcoin at a short notice. Some may not divest themselves of their holdings for cash, but rather take a stablecoin position, then buy back in once the price is stabilized. As such, outflows may soon begin to rise as panicky investors join those buying the dip. Continuing the analysis, however, Ki-Jung-Yu, CEO of CryptoQuant, highlighted whales still sending coins to exchanges more than usual as a potential sign that the bearish phase is not yet over for good. Quoting him right here on crypto Twitter, "If you're a long-term Bitcoin investor, don't worry. Your portfolio is the same as institutional investors in the States. If you're a derivatives trader, be careful in the short term. Relatively speaking, whales are depositing Bitcoin to exchanges, as you can see right here in your screen in this chart, brought to you by CryptoQuant. And if you're going to trade derivatives and trade with leverage, please do so responsibly and expect extreme volatility. We're in a bull market. It is what it is." And before I break down our next story of the day, Bitcoin whale MicroStrategy buys an additional 271 Bitcoin for $15 million, as well as hedge fund legend Stanley Druckenmiller says crypto could replace the US dollar as a global reserve asset, as well as all-time highs imminent for Bitcoin and 2 altcoins, according to top analysts. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market. We can see Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the major altcoins are currently breaking out and in the green, recovering nice from all that massive FUD in the market the other day. We have Bitcoin up 1.5%, trading above 50,600. We have Ethereum back above 4,000, up 6.68% for the day. Chainlink up 8%, trading at about $46. Dogecoin up 28%, trading at about 53 cents. Binance coin up 1%, trading at $605. And XRP up 6.3%, trading at $1.40. All right, now let's break down our next story of the day. MicroStrategy, a Virginia-based business intelligence firm, has added an additional 271 Bitcoin to its strategic reserves, underscoring CEO Michael Saylor's growing conviction in the digital asset. The purchases were made through May 13th for an average price of $55,387, Saylor disclosed on Thursday. MicroStrategy now has 91,850 BTC on its books for an average purchase price of $24,403. And as you can see in this tweet from Michael Saylor, MicroStrategy acquires additional 15 million in Bitcoin at an average price of $55,387. He was just a few days early. If he would have waited for the Elon Musk FUD, he could have picked up some Bitcoin as low as $46,000, but hey, it is what it is. Dollar cost average, BTFD, buy that freaking dip. MicroStrategy also disclosed the purchase to the United States Securities and Exchange Commission through a Form 8K filing that was submitted on Thursday. And although MicroStrategy purchases appear to have coincided with the latest correction in the Bitcoin price, which was spurred by Elon Musk's sudden decision to stop accepting Bitcoin payments for Tesla vehicles, the business intelligence firm isn't timing the market. Saylor indicated in February that he doesn't intend to slow the rate of his company's Bitcoin purchasing as he snatched up another $1 billion worth of the digital asset. MicroStrategy sits atop of the Bitcoin corporate treasuries list, accounting for 0.437% of the assets circulating supply. Not too shabby. Now, how many of you sold your Bitcoin in panic mode? Because if you did, your weak hands have just passed it along to Michael Saylor. It is what it is. Buy the dip. Do not sell on the dip. Just saying. MicroStrategy is acquiring Bitcoin on the premise that the digital asset is a dependable store of value. In the face of a systemic dollar debasement, it has gone as far as issuing debt to expand its Bitcoin portfolio. The United States M2 money supply has exploded since the 2008 financial crisis, which was the main reason that Satoshi Nakamoto created Bitcoin in the first place as a response to those shenanigans from the bankers. Since the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic since February 2020, the money supply has expanded nearly 30% to $19.896 trillion, according to the St. Louis Federal Reserve Bank. To put that into perspective, the year-over-year increase in the M2 money supply has never exceeded 15% until 2020. That's right, as money printer continue to go brrr, and they continue printing money, devaluing the dollar, it's just going to make safe haven assets and stores of value like Bitcoin that much more bullish. It is what it is. Now, what Michael Saylor has truly done is launch a speculative attack on the central banking system by borrowing money virtually at 0% interest to purchase Bitcoin for its treasury as a reserve asset. And with MicroStrategy currently holding 91,850 BTC, how long before you feel they break 100,000 Bitcoin in holdings? Let me know in the comments below, because we all know Michael Saylor has no plans on slowing down. Now, before I break down our next story of the day, hedge fund legend Stanley Druckenmiller says crypto could replace the US dollar as a global reserve asset, as well as all-time highs imminent for the Bitcoin price, as well as 2 altcoins, according to top crypto analysts. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto crypto market cap, sitting above $2.3 trillion with $257 billion in volume in the past 24 hours, and the current Bitcoin dominance at a 3-year low of 40.7%, and the Ethereum dominance at an all-time high of 19.9%. The other day I saw it climb just above 20%, which is crazy to think about it, that the Ethereum market cap is half the size of Bitcoin, and the same goes for dominance. As you can see here, the Bitcoin market cap just under $1 trillion, with the Ethereum market cap above $464 billion. Now checking out the top gainers within the top 100, we have Arweave up 30%, trading at 35 bucks. Clayton up 25%, trading at $2.52. Polygon up 24%, trading at $1.31. Dogecoin back on the move, up 33%, trading at 54 cents. Hedera Hashgraph up 23%, trading at 32 cents. And Shiba up 15%, which many consider the new Dogecoin. Now checking out the top losers within the top 100, it's mostly stable coins because virtually every crypto in the top 100 is currently breaking out and in the green, which is definitely a bullish indicator. Now out of this list, which altcoins are you currently most bullish on during this bull market? Let me know in the comments right down below. Now checking out one of my favorite indicators is the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Shows we're currently rated at 26 in fear, which is as low as it's been in a very long time. Yesterday at 31 in fear, all thanks to the FUD from Tesla and Elon Musk. Last week a 64 in greed, and last month a 75 in greed. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign investors are too worried. That can be a great buying opportunity, aka BTFD, buy that freaking dip. When investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. All right, now let's break down our next story of the day. The chairman and chief investment officer of the Duquesne Family Office, Stanley Druckenmiller, believes that the future of the US dollar as the world's reserve currency is under the threat from cryptocurrencies. In a CNBC interview, Druckenmiller confirms his point of view that a crypto-derived ledger system is likely to take the dollar's place as a global reserve asset. Quoting him right here, "I think the most likely replacement would be some kind of ledger system invented by some kid from MIT or Stanford University or some other engineering school that hasn't even happened yet that can replace the dollar worldwide." Druckenmiller lays the blame squarely on the Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell and other central bank heads for breaking trust with loose monetary policies. Quoting him again, "You probably don't remember this joke, but 5 or 6 years ago, I said that crypto was a solution in search of a problem, and that's why I didn't play the first wave of crypto, because we already had the dollar. What do we need crypto for? Well, the problem has been clearly identified. It's Jerome Powell and the rest of the world's central bankers. There is a lack of trust." That's right, because central bankers have been keeping humanity enslaved for hundreds of years. There's nothing new under the sun, but with Bitcoin, decentralized cryptocurrency, that changes the entire game. We no longer have to be dependent upon a corrupt central banking system or depend upon banks. In fact, you can live off of crypto, which I am currently doing. Now, the former hedge fund manager argues that the debt monetization will be the root cause of the dollar losing its global reserve currency status. Quoting him here, "If we're going to monetize our debt and we're going to enable more and more of this spending, that's why I'm worried now for the first time that within 15 years we lose reserve currency status, and of course all the unbelievable benefits that have accrued with it." Now, what do you think is likely to happen if the US dollar lost its global reserve status? And which cryptocurrency in particular do you think is likely to take over? Do you think it will be the king of all crypto? Let me know your thoughts in the comments right down below. And before I break down our final story of the day, all-time highs imminent for Bitcoin and 2 altcoins, says top analyst. In fact, he predicts a $75,000 Bitcoin price before the end of this month of May. That's right, but before I break this down, first I want to remind you to smash that show more button right below this video in the description for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the crypto market. This goes for all 780 plus videos right here on my YouTube channel. Also some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including my daily letter, which goes out to over 30,000 subscribers every single day. To subscribe, visit letter.cryptonewsalerts.net. Also have a blog I update daily, which could be found at cryptonewsyes.com. Also be sure to smash that subscribe button right below this video in the description for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the crypto market. Also, you can find me on all the major podcasting platforms, from Spotify, the home of the Joe Rogan Experience, to Apple's iTunes. You can also follow me on Twitter. I'm very active. My Twitter handle is cryptonewsyes. And for those of you on Facebook, I do have a private crypto Facebook group entitled Crypto Alchemy with over 19,000 cryptopreneurs from all over the world. To join it, click this link, request to join. I'll be sure to plug you in. And for those of you on Telegram, I do have a private crypto Crypto Telegram chat, which is uncensored. To join it, click this link. You automatically be added, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you personally on the inside. And for those of you on TikTok, be sure to follow me there. All right, now let's break down our final story of the day. A popular crypto trader and analyst says 3 crypto assets are primed to accelerate towards new all-time highs. The synonymous analyst known as Smart Contractor is preparing for Bitcoin, scalable blockchain network Solana, and decentralized exchange SushiSwap to break out in the short term. Smart Contractor tells his 137,000 followers that while some are calling for a Bitcoin retest of the $40,000 level, he's ready for the flagship crypto to make a move up to $75,000 before the end of May. Do you feel that Bitcoin is likely to break out and hit a new all-time high of $75,000 this month, considering there's just 2 more weeks left in the month? Well, here's what he has to say. Really not that much has changed for BTC, looking like a smaller flat within a larger flat. New all-time highs are on the way. $40,000 callers are just straight up coping at this stage, and he shares this chart, which you can see right here on your screen, taking the Bitcoin price on up to $75,000 plus. Let's go BTC. I'd love to see Bitcoin retest that critical $60,000 resistance, flip it into a support, and I do genuinely feel that the next leg up will be in the $70,000 range. So $75,000 is definitely in the realms of possibility for this month. Let me know if you agree or disagree with this trader in the comments right down below. Also like to point out that he made this prediction for Bitcoin right before the recent FUD crash. However, we have maintained within that channel, especially with Bitcoin bouncing back to above 50,000, which is where we're currently at. The trader also shares that he is long on Solana, noting that the asset is looking good in its Bitcoin and USD pairs. Quoting him right here, solid day swing failure patterns on both SOL/USD and SOL/BTC pairs. SOL probably going to make a new all-time high from here. I am long, and he shares this graph which shows you SOL breaking out. How many of you are currently bullish on Solana? Let me know in the comments right down below. Next up, SushiSwap. Smart Contractor believes that the asset is set to reserve trends in the USD pair and gun for a new peak. Quoting him here, Sushi macro downtrend breaking. We're going to gun for a new all-time high from here, in my opinion. Smart Contractor says that Sushi may be preparing to increase by over 200% within the next 2 months as the centralized finance assets eye a fresh breakout. Quoting him here, along with this chart, the more I look at it, $50 sushi is not out of the question, in my opinion. Looking at this chart, one of the most bullish DeFi ones out there, and he shares this chart which shows sushi going vertical up 200%. How many of you are currently bullish on SushiSwap? Let me know in the comments right down below. And last weekend, Smart Contractor also called for a Chainlink breakout against Bitcoin as Link consolidates at around 0.000843 Satoshis. As he shares right here, another Link breakout imminent. And at this time, Chainlink is currently trading just under $50. How many of you are bullish on the missing link of the blockchain? Holla at your boy. This week, the trader doubled down on his Link bet, noting that it has the most enticing large cap chart on the 4-hour time frame. Checking out his tweet right here. The most enticing looking major to me right now is Chainlink. The fourth wick is something else. Which altcoins in particular are you most bullish on during this bull run? For me, it's Ethereum, Chainlink, as well as ENJ. Now for a quick recap of what I covered with you right here in today's show. Bitcoin held up very well despite the biggest exchange inflows since the March 2020 crash. Also in today's show, I shared that Bitcoin Well MicroStrategy buys an additional 271 BTC for $15 million. Also in today's show, I shared that hedge fund legend Stanley Druckenmiller says crypto could replace the US dollar as a global reserve asset. Also in today's show, I shared all-time highs are imminent for Bitcoin as well as 2 altcoins according to top crypto analysts who predicts a $75,000 Bitcoin price by the end of this month of May. Now, where do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to go next? Let me know in the comments right down below. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto matrix. If you gain value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button. That's right, and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And real quick before I go, I want to give a special shout out to Femex, the fastest crypto exchange and futures trading platform where you can trade the top cryptos, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, Chainlink, and Cardano. And they have a special promo running right now where you can receive up to a $2,000 trading bonus by using my referral link in the description right down below. Once you click it, it's very simple. It'll only take you 30 seconds to create your account and claim your free crypto bonus. You'll notice the invitation code already pre-populated for you to take advantage of this bonus. So what are you waiting for? Click the link right down below, claim your free bonus. Let's start stacking those sats, and I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.